Imagine a pristine shoreline in Europe, a secret whispered between the sea and sky, hidden from the world, barely existing in conversation. This is the story of Europe's best-kept secret beach, near NIDRI. A prize for those who seek more than glossy brochures offer. Its existence is a quiet rebellion against over-tourism, a testament to untouched beauty, a ghost on the coastline, known only to a select few. Some say it was a pirate hideout, others a sacred site, preserved as it was centuries ago. It represents discovery over convenience, solitude over spectacle. True luxury is in the raw beauty of nature itself. Why is no one talking about this beach? It seems inconceivable that such beauty could remain anonymous. This cove remains a digital ghost, whispered about but never revealed. What makes this beach unlike anything else in Europe? The water possesses a clarity that seems to defy reality. The sand is powdery and white. Above all, it is the profound silence. NIDRI is a place of beautiful contradictions. They see the town, but miss its deepest secret. NIDRI holds the key to Greece's most secluded natural wonders. One of them may just be the most beautiful beach you have never heard of. NIDRI is a town of captivating duality. On one hand, a vibrant coastal resort. On the other, a more elusive NIDRI. This is the NIDRI of quiet olive groves. This hidden dimension is where the true spirit of Lefkada resides. The contrast between these two worlds is striking. A short walk inland takes you back in time. This duality is what makes NIDRI the perfect gateway for our quest. A soul that is embodied by the hidden beach we are determined to find. NIDRI is undeniably a sailor's town. Its identity is intertwined with the sea, and its harbor is one of the safest in the Ionian Islands. Today, it's a premier destination for the international sailing community. During summer, the Marina becomes a floating village. The town's culture revolves around maritime activity. The attention of most visitors is drawn outwards, towards the sea and the neighboring islands. The rugged terrain behind the town is seen as a backdrop, not a destination. This is why the hidden beach has remained a secret for so long. The community is oriented towards the sea, not the shore. To truly understand NIDRI'S charm, one must venture beyond the bustling marina and the lively waterfront. You have to turn your back on the inviting blue of the sea and look towards the silent, imposing hills that cradle the town. It is here, in the quiet hinterlands, that the true magic begins. As you walk away from the coast, the sounds of the town, the music from the bars, the chatter of crowds, the hum of boat engines, begin to fade, replaced by a much older and more soothing soundtrack. The gentle rustle of olive leaves, the chirping of cicadas, and the distant bleating of goats become the dominant sounds. The landscape transforms almost immediately. The paved roads give way to narrow dirt tracks, and the manicured gardens of hotels are replaced by wild, aromatic herbs and gnarled, ancient olive trees. These groves are the soul of rural Lefkada, some with trees that have stood for centuries, their thick, twisted trunks telling stories of seasons past. This is a world that operates on a different time scale, far from the fleeting trends of tourism. It is a landscape shaped by agriculture, tradition, and the slow, steady rhythms of nature. Most visitors, comfortable in the vibrant bubble of the marina, never take these first few steps into this other world. This journey inland is not just a physical one, it is a shift in perspective. It requires a conscious decision to leave the familiar behind and embrace the unknown. The hills that look so serene and picturesque from the harbor reveal their rugged character up close. The paths are often steep and rocky, demanding effort and attention. This inherent challenge acts as a natural filter, deterring the casual tourist and rewarding the determined explorer. It is a simple but effective barrier, preserving the sanctity of the places that lie deeper within the island's interior. The very difficulty of the terrain is a guardian of its secrets. It is in this space between the known and the unknown that the sense of adventure truly ignites. You are no longer a passive tourist, but an active participant in a story of discovery. Every step takes you further from the world you know and closer to the hidden gem you seek. The air feels cleaner, the light seems softer, and the world feels bigger and full of possibility. This is the essence of NIDRI'S hidden charm, the promise that just beyond the edge of the familiar, something extraordinary is waiting to be found. It is this promise that fuels our journey forward, into the heart of the island's wild beauty. Every hidden place has its stories, and this secluded cove near NIDRI is no exception. One legend says the cove was once a pirate hideout, a perfect sanctuary to hide treasures. The towering cliffs create a natural fortress. Another legend tells of early Christian monks seeking refuge here. They saw the cove as a natural cathedral. Whether you believe in pirates or saints, these stories deepen your connection to this truly meaningful and ancient place. Beyond the realm of myth and folklore, there is a more practical and perhaps more powerful reason for the beach's continued seclusion. It is protected by the terrain itself. Nature has conspired to create a perfect hiding place, using the island's own geography as its most effective guardian. The beach is nestled at the base of formidable limestone cliffs that plunge dramatically into the Ionian Sea. These cliffs act as impenetrable walls on two sides, making access from the coastline treacherous, if not impossible. The only way down is through a single narrow break in the landscape, a steep and winding path that is easily missed. This natural fortress has ensured that the beach remains untouched by development. There are no roads leading to it, and building one would be an immense engineering challenge. The steep gradients and rocky ground make the area unsuitable for construction that has transformed so many other Greek coastlines. There is no space for a hotel, no flat ground for a car park, and no easy way to bring in infrastructure for beach bars or restaurants. In this sense, the beach's isolation is not a result of human intention, but a happy accident of geology. It is a rare example of a place where the landscape has dictated its own terms, refusing to be tamed by human ambition. The dense vegetation that covers the hillsides above adds another layer of protection. The trail winds its way through thick olive groves, fragrant pine forests, and thorny shrubland. In spring and early summer, this vegetation grows with wild abandon, often obscuring the path completely. It requires determination to push through the overgrown branches and navigate the tangled roots that cross the trail. This green barrier acts as a natural deterrent, filtering out all but the most dedicated seekers. It ensures that anyone who reaches the sand has truly earned the right to be there, having completed a small pilgrimage through the island's untamed wilderness. This guardianship by nature is what makes the beach so special. It is a living sanctuary, not a manicured resort. Its ecosystem has been allowed to thrive without human interference. The water is teeming with small fish, the cliffs are home to nesting seabirds, and the shoreline is a treasure trove of driftwood and sea glass. The beach is not just preserved, it is alive. It exists in a state of perfect, wild equilibrium, a testament to the power of nature to protect its own creations. Its secrets are kept not by maps or whispered legends, but by the very rocks, trees, and slopes that form its magnificent home. The local community plays a fascinating role in keeping the beach a secret. Locals won't eagerly give directions to tourists. It's out of a deep-seated, protective instinct. They understand that once a secret like this is widely shared, the magic is lost, replaced by crowds and noise. Its value lies in its wildness and anonymity. Some things are more important than profit. It is also a cherished spot for the locals themselves. By keeping it a secret, they are protecting the beach from over-tourism and preserving their heritage. They desire to keep at least one small corner of their world pure and untouched for generations to come. The journey begins with a choice, leaving the known world behind. Our quest starts on the outskirts of NIDRI, where villas give way to a rugged landscape. There is no official beginning. The trail is not marked on any tourist map. Instead, we rely on satellite images, online forums, and intuition. We are looking for a faint line. Finding the trailhead is the first test. It feels like a secret entrance. Stepping through it feels like crossing a threshold. The sounds of NIDRI disappear completely. The air grows thick with the scent of wild thyme and oregano. This is the point of no return, where the real adventure begins. The path itself is barely there, winding its way up the hillside. In places, it vanishes altogether. This initial part of the hike is a lesson in observation, demanding our full attention. We are active explorers, deciphering the secret language of the landscape. This lack of clear direction strips away the certainties of modern travel. It forces us into a more primal, instinctual state. We have to trust our judgment and keep our senses sharp. The journey itself is as memorable as the destination. The Unmarked Trail is the first guardian of the secret beach. As we ascend, the path leads into an ancient olive grove. The trees are magnificent, their trunks twisted by centuries of wind and sun. We leave the olive grove behind and navigate rocky outcrops. We use our hands for balance, pulling ourselves up over weathered limestone boulders. Through breaks in the trees, we catch glimpses of the sea below. Seeing the world from this elevated perspective gives us a new appreciation for the island's beauty. We become acutely aware of the warmth of the sun and the cool breeze. This challenging passage through olive groves and rocky slopes is an integral part of the magic. After what feels like an eternity of climbing, the path begins to level out and then, finally, to descend. This is the moment our anticipation truly begins to build. The satellite images suggested that the beach was located at the bottom of a steep ravine, and this change in gradient is the sign we have been waiting for. The vegetation becomes denser here, the air more humid and fragrant with the smell of pine and damp earth. The trail narrows once more, becoming a tight, winding channel through the thick undergrowth. It feels as though we are entering a secret garden, a hidden world shielded from view on all sides. The sound is the first clue that we are getting close. Faintly at first, then growing steadily louder, we hear the gentle, rhythmic wash of waves against a shore. It is a sound we have not heard since leaving NIDRI, and its effect is electric. It is the sound of our destination, a promise that our efforts are about to be rewarded. The sound acts as a magnet, pulling us forward with a renewed sense of purpose and excitement. We quicken our pace, pushing through the last of the tangled branches, our eyes scanning eagerly through the leaves for the first glimpse of the sea. And then, we see it. Through a small opening in the trees, we catch our first flash of color, a sliver of impossibly bright turquoise water shimmering under the midday sun. The sight is so stunning, so vibrant, it almost doesn't look real. It is more vivid than any photograph could ever capture. This single tantalizing glimpse is enough to make our hearts beat faster. It confirms that the legends are true. The hidden beach is real, and it is just moments away. All the fatigue from the strenuous hike melts away, replaced by a surge of adrenaline and pure, unadulterated joy. The final few meters of the descent are the steepest of all, a short, sharp scramble down a dusty embankment. And then, suddenly, the path opens up and we step out from the shadows of the forest onto the sun-drenched shore. The transition is breathtaking. We move from the enclosed green world of the trail into a wide-open expanse of white sand, turquoise water, and towering cliffs. The feeling is one of true discovery, a genuine eureka moment. We have followed the whispers, navigated the unmarked trail, and overcome the challenges of the terrain. We have arrived, and it is more beautiful than we ever could have imagined. Stepping out from the forest is a moment of pure sensory overload. The world transforms instantly to a vast, sun-drenched amphitheater of natural splendor, the light reflecting off the white sand and the turquoise water, with an intensity that makes you squint. Before us lies a perfect crescent of sand, nestled between two colossal, imposing cliffs. It is a liquid jewel, a shimmering expanse of the most extraordinary colors. The feeling that washes over you in that first moment is not just awe, but a profound sense of peace. You stand there for a moment, motionless, just breathing it all in. This is not just a beach. It is a destination for the soul, a place that immediately feels sacred and untouched. After the initial visual impact, you notice the soundscape, or rather, the lack of it. The silence is absolute, a rarity in our noisy world. It becomes a sound in itself, a low hum that calms the mind. The only sound is the gentle, rhythmic whisper of the sea. Waves roll over smooth pebbles, creating a gentle, percussive rattle. The air is alive with the sounds of nesting seabirds and the high-pitched chirp of cicadas. This symphony of silence creates an atmosphere of deep tranquility. The combination of vibrant colors and profound quiet works a kind of magic, resetting your internal compass. Walking along the water's edge feels like a sacred act. The sand is powdery and soft, almost like flour, and a pale, creamy white. As you look down, you realize that your footprints are the only ones visible. You are a temporary visitor in a place that feels pristine, and there is an immediate desire to preserve it. The shoreline is a natural museum, a gallery of treasures delivered by the sea. There are seashells of all shapes and sizes, and scattered amongst them are pieces of sea glass. The wildlife seems to share this sense of peace and fearlessness. This lack of fear is a clear sign that they are unaccustomed to human presence. It's a humbling reminder that you are the intruder in their world. Every element contributes to a powerful sense of having stumbled into a dream, leaving the first fleeting marks on a shore that feels like it belongs only to you. In densely populated Europe, finding genuinely wild places is rare. This makes hidden coves like NIDRI'S all the more remarkable. It's a defiant pocket of wilderness, suggesting true value lies in what we don't take away. They are sanctuaries for the human spirit. Some treasures are best left buried for the soul to find. The beach is a gallery, a library, and a temple all in one. Preserving these pockets of untamed nature is crucial for our planet. Discovering a hidden beach brings not just joy, but a duty to protect it. The urge to share is strong, but secrecy preserves its fragile beauty. Leave no trace. Carry out everything you bring, disturb nothing, and take only memories. Resist posting locations online. The greatest gift is keeping the secret safe. True appreciation is shown by respect and restraint, ensuring this sanctuary endures for future explorers. In the digital age, secrecy is a conscious choice. A pact among those who find these wild places. Hints and photos circulate without details, preserving the mystery. This restraint is modern conservation, keeping the beach a legend rather than a destination. The journey becomes a quest, rewarding only those who truly seek. The story inspires exploration and respect, reminding us that some treasures are best left hidden. Visiting this beach means total self-sufficiency. No facilities, no help, just you and nature. Pack out every scrap, even organic waste. Leave no sign you were ever there. Stay on trails, respect wildlife, and use only reef-safe sunscreen. The most important thing to leave behind is the secret itself. By following these principles, you help preserve one of Europe's last wild sanctuaries. The memory of this hidden beach lingers, shaping how you see the world. The journey is about discovery, effort, and the quiet pride of finding something rare. These places are a rebellion against commercialization, teaching the value of wildness and restraint. The beach's lesson is simple. Some magic is meant to be protected, not broadcast. Its true treasure is the change it inspires in those who find it. The search for a secret shore mirrors an inner journey, testing limits, finding clarity, and embracing solitude. The experience is personal, its power in the memories you keep for yourself. Not every adventure needs to be shared. Some are sacred, fueling your spirit. Seek your own hidden places, respect their mystery, and cherish what you discover. The greatest journeys change not just your map, but your perspective. Happy travels.